So we're building a curing oven. What we have here is a sheet metal box. Heat source will be provided through the bottom, through this hot plate. Sheet metal is joined with aluminum and bolts and flashed together with flue duct tape. I guess not duct tape. The box itself is separated from the chassis and is only secured on one side. There'll be insulation on the outside of it to retain heat, and plywood on the outside of that to make it look nice. And the hot plate, like I said, will be to provide the heat. The actual temperature regulation is a surprise. So there's a lot more work left to be done. This is a good start. Here you can see I got the floor plate installed. I have a piece of 3/8" plywood cut around an 8" takeoff that'll conduct the heat up from the hot plate up into the oven. Once I get the back walls cut, I'm going to use insulation to hold the heat in. Also, while the oven was still uninsulated and the chassis doesn't have walls attached, I took the opportunity to install a 3/8" threaded rod through the center here to function as the main method of hanging things in here for curing. Also, the door is under construction over here. There's a sheet metal back plate, and the construction is made of 2x3s. You can't see this good now, but you'll be able to see it much better once it's insulated and mounted to the unit. Here you can see we mounted our thermocouple on a bracket to offset it from the wall. This should hopefully help to keep the temperature more accurate. Alright, at this point we have the outer chassis almost fully completed. This is done with 3/8" plywood. You can see that between the sheet metal box and the outer chassis there is a layer of Owens Corning fiberglass insulation to keep the heat in. And the thermocouple wire is still peeking out. That's going to be run and connected to the digital controller here on the outside of the box. At this point we have the box almost constructed. We have the top cut out here and insulated. To maintain the workability of our flue, we have inserted a little piece of an aluminum flashing to make sure that the insulation stays out of the way and we don't jam our hands into it every time we operate the flue. Over here we have the door. Finished construction. Sheet metal back, 2x3 edge, 3/8" plywood front, and it's all insulated in through here. We have the hinges mounted, and we took and routed out a little bit there to make sure that we have the right angle.